Happy Friday. We are back for another episode of the Tech Behind FinTech, where we discuss the technology behind money. Guys, it's been 2 weeks, my longest break ever. Last week, it was the day after Thanksgiving, so that was like a holiday and through the thing it was going to be on. And the following week, I was in traveling for business. So I'm back and I'm excited to be back. Happy Friday. We are going to go over some news events that we found interesting this week. Let me look at the comments. Who's online? Listen, I miss you guys. If you're out there listening, shoot back a comment. Happy Friday. Always would be appreciated. Definitely excited to be back. So, let me look and check the comments, see if anybody is commenting. So listen, we're streaming on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch. Also, we're streaming on our new website, the techbehindfintech.com. If you have not visited the site, please do so. You can also, basically all the links that I just discussed, we have those links on our website. So listen, without further ado, let's jump into the news of the week. Okay. First thing we're going to discuss. This was major. There was an AWS outage on Tuesday, December 7th. So what does that mean? Essentially, one of the regions went down, US one East region, and wreaked havoc across uh, various businesses. So let's just read over some stats. You might have noticed it, you might not have. If you were expecting an Amazon package that day, probably did not get it on Tuesday, depending on certain situations. So essentially, the outage brought down services like Disney. We're going to get into Coinbase and other exchanges impacted. Amazon's Flex and Atos apps where that's used by the warehouse. So essentially, some drivers were just instructed to basically stand still. Just one of the quotes: unable to go about their workday, many warehouse and delivery workers were instructed to wait in break rooms until the issues were resolved. Some flex drivers, which are contracted workers who make deliveries on their own vehicles, weren't able to sign in for shifts and they were sent home. So definitely, it's wild because they have the remote grounders, I guess, and they were just dead, because it connects to the cloud. What? Let's take a step back, right? Um, what does a region even mean? So I just want to kind of show everyone. So within the U.S., there are four regions um, in the AWS cloud infrastructure. You have two in the East Coast, one in the West. So basically, a quarter of the regions in the U.S. basically went down with U.S. East One, which is up out of Virginia. Put that in perspective, right? In the third quarter of 2021, the most popular vendor in cloud infrastructure was AWS, Amazon Web Services. They control 32% of the entire market. Microsoft Azure takes second place with 21%, Google with 8%. So that's huge in terms of what they control in the market, and basically a quarter of the U.S. region. Now AWS has regions across the world. These four are just in the U.S. So that's just important to note. Um, let's The impact was definitely wide. What I'm actually interested in, if anyone knows this, it says Netflix was impacted, but Netflix years ago came out with Chaos Monkey, and essentially it's their high availability, and they could switch between different regions when one goes down. So I'm really surprised that they were impacted because they're like a pioneer in chaos engineering, and chaos monkey is basically invented by them. And the last outage is like a known story. They weren't impacted. Everybody else was. So it's interesting that they were impacted. Everyone was going to get impacted, but they didn't recover quick. So I'll be interested to learn more about that. Actually, something research I need to do outside. So let's move on to the impacts on fintech. So there are decentralized exchanges, what we're used to. You know, a lot of people right now know about Coinbase. They went public. If you're trading crypto, probably have a Coinbase account. There's also Binance. They were impacted. Those are centralized exchanges. Previous episodes, we also talked about decentralized exchanges where it's not controlled by one. It's dispersed. It's not controlled by one entity. So, the 11th largest one, I think. Yeah, DYDX is the 11th biggest DeFi app on the Ethereum network. It does about 1.5 billion in daily trading volumes. So what's interesting is that although this is a decentralized exchange, all their they don't do a whole KYC protocol. All contracts are settled via smart contracts. Here's the issue, right? It's centrally dependent on AWS. So it's decentralized on one aspect, but then infrastructure centrally. So dependently. So they actually went down. So that's it's real interesting stuff. We'll be learning more about that and seeing what comes up later on. It was a status that I wanted to read about it. Yeah, they were unable. So let's get the timing. Basically, this outage was from 11 a.m. EST to 6:30 p.m. EST. So about what's that? 7 hours, 7.5 hours, which is pretty major. And yeah, so this is a really interesting thing with the decentralized exchange, but dependent on a central back system in terms of the cloud environment. Let's move on. Have some other news to cover. So, still speaking on the AWS topic, Goldman Sachs recently this week partners with AWS for cloud management and a data analytic solution. The multinational claims current financial data management and analytics solutions are based on a patchwork of legacy technologies that struggle to meet the latency and scale requirements of modern investment practices. And its new solution will lower the barriers of entry for accessing advanced quantitative analytics across global markets. Found that interesting. Obviously, it's technology, and Goldman Sachs is in finance. Next article. So we talked about this a few months ago. Silk Road, back in the days, was an online marketplace where buyers and sellers can buy any illegal and unethical items, ranging from guns, drugs to whatever. Right? Transactions were in Bitcoin at the time. The founder, uh, Ross Ulbricht, he was basically arrested and sentenced to 2 life sentences plus 40 years. So recently there's been a DAO created. You know, we talked about decentralized organizations. You can look at our past episodes, all links on our YouTube channel, and go to our website. So with a decentralized autonomous organization, right? Essentially, it's managed by smart contracts. There's no central authority and so forth. So basically, an automated corporation. So the Free Ross DAO was created. They felt that the sentences was extremely harsh. Sentence. Wait, hold up. Got a comment. Always love my comments. Ross Ulbricht's story is nuts. I'm interested to see how he uses the funds for possible legal defense. Ben, thanks for the comment. It is extremely nuts. So just I was giving some background on it before we like jumped into his whole NFT. But yeah, so with the whole Silk Road, he got 40 years. So he decided in his time in prison, and with the Free Ross DAO, I guess the community is behind that. He made his first NFT, which sold for 6.2 million at an auction. Let me Ben, thanks for the comment. Let's put you pause. Let me go to the next. Let me show you guys. So essentially, this is the NFT. Sketched it. They created NFT out of it, and they auctioned it. It's part of the first one in a series that is he is creating. All proceeds raised from the Genesis collection, is what it's called, will go towards Art Giving Fund, a donor advised trust created by the Free Rothschild as a legal defense to fund new legal proceedings and raise awareness, according to the organization. Um, what else? As you can see, the organization has a manifesto. We will free Ross. We will advance prison reform. We will share Ross's work with the world and give everyone a unique opportunity to own a piece of it. Totally interesting stuff, man. Yeah, Ben, I totally agree. Story is nuts. Yeah, man, wacky world of crypto, blockchain, and so forth. Anything can happen. All right. Just want to kind of bring talk about that. Hey, another one. LinePay. It's an app. Recently it was a data leak with LinePay. Approximately 133,000 users um, got the information leaked, and how it happened. It happened in GitHub, actually. A research group employee accidentally uploading files detailing participants in a LinePay promotional program staged between late December 2020 and April 2021 to the collaborative coding initiative. So definitely cannot upload things to shared repositories. Yeah, it's crazy. So want to talk about that next. Real quick, we will get into OWASP. So in the application security world, or web application security and so forth, OWASP top 10 list is heavily regarded, heavily looked at. If you're in application security, you know about it. Most developers, that it's just a known things been going on for like, I don't want to misquote it because I hate doing that. This is live, so but let's just say OWASP has been around for a while. I would say probably 2 decades, maybe. But the top 10 heavily regarded list. The last one was 2017. So every couple of years they have the technology changes, new risk come out, and so forth. So it's a list that's constantly updated every few years. And this year there is a new one. Going over it is a whole episode in itself. So that's what we're not going to do in depth, but I will provide a link because I think awareness is definitely important. So let me provide a link for you guys so you can kind of research it, and we will go over some new items on the list real quick. Hold on. Wait. Okay, cool. I was able to post. Let me post it right now. And for some reason, this platform, we don't post to LinkedIn. So what I will do is put it on the screen so you can see it. And then you can go there yourself. Hold up. Yeah. All right. So now it's on the screen. Definitely copy the URL or just Google OWASP 2021 and you can get information on the new list. And it breaks down everything. It's interesting reading for sure. For what I do, obviously, for a living, it's extremely important. And I need to get versed in it and drill into it myself. So I decided to just basically talk about it briefly today. Let me think you guys had enough time to copy that link. Let me put it down. So, three things that's new that we can go into. So they added insecure design to the list, which is I like it, right? There's a difference between insecure design and insecure implementation. We differentiate between design flaws and implementation defects for a reason. They have different root causes and remediation. Secure design can still have implementation defects leading to vulnerabilities that may be exploited. And insecure design cannot be fixed by perfect implementation, as by definition. Obviously, it's a root cause issue. So One of the factors that contribute to insecure design is the lack of business risk profile inherent to the software and system being developed, and thus failure to. So essentially, threat modeling, right? We have to kind of go through that exercise and understand our business risk. So I like that they added that. Many moons ago, I think mid COVID, I did a video on threat modeling. Um, have to dig it out. It would be great if I had the link. I would post it for you guys, but it's on my link. It's I did it in LinkedIn. It was a solo video regarding that. But definitely Google threat modeling, look into insecure design. That's new on the list. It's another one that's new. Second one that's new, software and data integrity failures, like that. Software and data integrity failures relate to code and infrastructure that does not protect against integrity violation. Example of this is when an application relies on plugins, libraries, or modules from untrusted sources, repositories, or content delivery networks known as CDNs. An insecure CI/CD pipeline can introduce the potential for unauthorized access, malicious code. Um, Also, auto update. Applications now include auto update functionality where updates are downloaded without sufficient integrity verification and applied to the previous trusted application. So that goes down to your supply chain and so forth. Um, Last new one that they added on server side request forgery. SSRF flaws occur when a web application is fetching a remote resource without validating the user supplied URL. It allows an attacker to coerce the application to send a crafted request to an unsuspected destination, even when protected by a firewall, VPN, or another type of network access control list. Definitely, like I said, provided the link, interesting stuff to go through in terms of the new OWASP top 10. There seems to be an error on my side. I think an error with the post. Yeah, man. So I think that is everything I have for you today. Today was a touch up, like I said. Um it's been a while. So I just wanted to like come back on. We're going towards the end of the year. So, different holiday schedules and so forth. Will definitely do my best to be hopping on. I think it's so crazy because I think this last 2 weeks was my longest break from the show in a year. Wait, yeah. We've been going strong. I mean, took like I think we took like one Friday off, but two is definitely haven't done that in a while, but definitely for the end of the year, I might take some time off and come back strong for 2022. But we have a few weeks before then, so we will keep the party going. I definitely like coming on. It gives me a great opportunity to keep current with fintech news and so forth. Obviously, it's a passion of mine, and I'm in the industry. So, and I get to talk about it, I get to have some wonderful guests when we do have them on, and when we're solo. I look forward to all of your comments and engagement. So that's always a good thing. Once again, take a look at our new website, the Tech Behind FinTech. Drop your email in the site. Oh, wait. Ben has another comment. My guy, Ben. Okay, Ben. If you didn't talk about it before I hopped on, make sure everyone is aware of the log4j vulnerability if you can. Then I didn't talk about it. I need to actually follow your link and get into it. But this is the times I wish I can literally include you in. If you want to, matter of fact, hold on, how much time do we have? Ben, let me know right now if you want to hop on. I can send you a link and we can kind of let me see. Let me see if we can do that, Ben. Hold up, hold up. Wait, before I even go through the whole process, let me know, chat if you want to hop on. And I'll send you a special link. I'm always interested to talk about things regarding the community, especially if we can provide useful information. So give me a second and I can send you a link. But let me know if you have a video camera and you want to hop on before I go through the Can't today, but maybe in the future. All right, cool. Thanks for letting me know that I was like coordinating this ad hoc thing. But definitely I'll hit you behind the scenes or hit me behind the scenes and I'll bring you on as a guest. And we could go through some interesting security topics and so forth. I appreciate that. And let me put Ben's link back so you guys can see it, right? And Google it. I'm gonna definitely look into it myself. So definitely thanks for posting that, Ben. Anyone, listen, I talk about fintech news, some security stuff. Anytime you have some new information or you want us to talk about or you want to bring up, please post it in the comments. I'll definitely um pop it up so people can see it, and then from there they can research it and follow up. The goal is to spread good information and for us to just stay current as much as we can. So then I appreciate you, man, for sure. And let's organize that. I know we're connected on LinkedIn, so let's figure that out. Okay. On that note, I will be logging off. Guys, or well, everyone, have a very happy Friday, very productive one, and also enjoy your weekend coming up. And you take care. Cheers. As always, thanks for viewing. I was gonna say, yeah, our new website. Let me go there and give you the link. Give so many other links. Might as well give our website link. Give me a second. Here's our new website. Definitely drop your email on the bottom. We post it. My main guy, Jeff Martin, my man. Uh, let's see. Jeff says, "Happy Friday, happy Friday to you, brother. Appreciate you for as always, man. You're like one of our OG viewers, man. You've been here since the beginning, and I appreciate you always tuning in. That's awesome. Uh, next, Jeff says, "Love the new site. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. We want to keep it simple and just a way, a centralized place where we can have some links for the show and so forth. So definitely appreciate the kudos on that, man. And for everyone else, here is a link to the new site. Guess what it's called? The Tech Behind FinTech. Some Captain Obvious right there. But yeah, man. So that's a new site, the techbehindfintech.com. We're gonna keep moving forward with it, keep doing what we do. Who knows where it'll end up in the years to come. But definitely check it out. Drop your email if you can. And like always, catch us every Friday at 12 p.m. If you happen to log on and we're not on, that means we are on vacation or something like that. But all good. Looking forward to many, many more Fridays with you guys. So all have a great day. I am signing out. Cheers.